Guys, today I want to talk to you guys today about detachment, the law of detachment. If you're new here, welcome to Niger Goddess Health and Wellness channel, where we talk about and do everything that is pertaining to your best wealth, your growth, and you becoming the best version of you. Raw and uncut today, guys. No filter, no nothing. But I wanted to talk to you guys about detachment today because a lot of people are so attached to everything, and when it comes to attachment, we feel like we need this thing in our life, or we need this person in our life. Whatever it is that you're thinking that you have to attach yourself to for you to survive, or for you to be happy, or for you to be for you to have everything you want. And this is why I want to talk about detachment, because in order for you to win, you must lose. Now, a lot of people think of losing is a bad thing, but losing, detachment, removing, is not a bad thing. You can't have one without the other. So if you can't have one without the other, that means none of them is bad. Losing is not bad. So if you could just look at the word losing as a good thing, then you will understand that in order for you to win, you must lose. Now let's go back to detachment. In life, let me give you an example. I have a client, and because I'm in the nursing field, and I have a client, and like every time I realize that she has to grab onto this little bottle of oil that she uses on her skin, but she holds onto it so tight, like everywhere she goes, she can bring it. She realized that she cannot bring her husband with her certain places. She can't bring her son with her certain places. So what she does is she hold on to that bottle. She sleeps with a little bottle in her hands. She go in the shower with it. She brush her teeth with it. If she put it down for a second, guarantee within the next second she's looking for it. She's attached to it. For some reason, that little bottle of oil give her a sense of security. Now in life, a lot of us are not holding on to a bottle, but we are holding on to people and things. And when we hold on to them, we don't realize that we're holding on to them. We usually think as, oh, I love them, and I want to be around them, or I want to support them, but you're really attached to them. And a lot of people don't understand that once you start to practice the law of detachment, you will realize that you won't experience so much hurt and so much pain in your life. So this is why I truly want to talk about it. If you go back to the Bible, I forgot the man's name, but if you know the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. When he lost everything was stripped away from him, everything, children, family, everything, and God trusted him and said he will not curse me, right? So he went through the loss of everything from family to everything that he owned. You name it, he lost everything. And that was a perfect example. If you read the Bible, you can understand that in order for you to win, you must lose. And I'm sure at one point he wanted to curse God. He's human. He wanted to curse God. God knew that in his heart he wanted to curse him, but it didn't come out of his mouth, because he said a lot of things. And if it was us just looking out of our human eye, we would have said he cursed God, because the things that he said, they weren't nice. He was mad, he was angry, everything. I think one of the time he came down with some type of disease as well. I forgot this man's name. You know what? We can look it up real quick. I don't have a lot of time. Let me look it up. I forgot who it was. All right. Yeah. That lost everything. It's right there waiting for me. Job, wait, Job is probably who lost everything. Well, say Job is the primary biblical figure who lost everything, well, children and health. And he lost everything, and he refused to curse God, right? He remained faithful throughout his immense suffering. God later restored Job's wealth and family, giving him twice as much as he had before. And I'm just saying that just to let you know, this is why the law of detachment is so important, because we often attach ourselves to so much things in life. Perfect example, a lot of people, they get a house. You get a house, and the moment you get a house, you start to just buy things. Give you at least 7 years. That house becomes, no matter how clean the house is, it becomes a hoarding house. If you were ever to move, you'll see so much things that you never needed. You'll see so much things that you've been holding on to that you could have given to somebody, or you could have just gotten rid of, right? But because we're not seeing it, because it's out of sight, out of mind, we don't know that we're holding on to it, right? So if you are able to detach yourself, let me give you another example. I'm full of examples today. When you just start beginning this is I'm gonna use the term you guys use. When you just start beginning your walk with Jesus, you realize that you lose a lot of friends. That's the first thing that's going to happen, because people who are not truly doesn't believe in God don't want to do the things that you're doing. Now you're probably like, oh my gosh, I'm alone and this and that, but that's the first thing that happened. Detachment. You have to separate. In order for you to continue and be successful in that walk, you got it. That's the first thing that fall off. The people that was in your circle, your close friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, because they are not doing what you're doing. They're not aligning with you and your purpose. So you separate. The law of detachment. In order for you to win, you must lose. But that doesn't only work when you just begin your relationship. It works in every situation. If you want more money, you must give more money. Now listen, don't get it twisted, guys. I'm not telling you to go don't plant no seed. That is, listen, all this seed planting, guys, stop doing it. Stop planting. Stop letting the church tell you to go put all your rent money and all your light bill money, and you can't pay your light bill, and you go putting in an offering plan. That's a lie. Don't let them tell you. That's not true. That's a lie. They're not using their last, and you don't need to use your last. Everything in life, it aligns with you. It's not force. Once somebody start to force you to pay use your light bill to pay a bill, or use your rent money to drop in an offering plate, they are working for, you're paying their bills. All of that is for them. It is not for no God, because God don't need your money. It's not for none of that. That's a whole lie. That's not true. Believe what you want to, but when you broke and can't pay that bill, don't run to nobody and ask them to borrow. Because even in the Bible, God tell you shouldn't be borrowing. You're not a borrower. So why in the world you going to borrow, because you just put all your rent money, your light money in the offering basket because you're listening to some preacher? Another thing, detach yourself from those preachers. I'm not telling you how to live your life, but I guarantee you when you start detaching yourself from the preacher, and I would suggest just going the Bible on your own, reading it, because all the answers in the Bible is internally. You never needed to hear it from a man. You needed to ask yourself, because the answers are on the inside of you. I'm running out of time, guys. But detachment, the law of detachment, guys, remember that. Detach yourself from people, from things, from any situation. Don't attach yourself to anything, and watch how your life becomes better, how you blossom in life, how you achieve more, how you grow more, how you glow more. Guys, my face is glowing, no filter. And if I show you a before and after picture, it's because I pour everything inside of me. I pour into me because I have everything inside of me, so literally still pouring it back into me. Call me selfish. I'm not selfish. I know the truth, because the truth will set you free. All right, guys.